That's some heartbreaking news there. Reddit being down.
The Smiley's probably pissed.
I like Reddit. I'm a Reddit guy.
Oh, you're a big
Not
time
like
Redditor.
Yeah, not in like the weird way.
Yeah, he's a Discord mod.
Mods are asleep post Rule 34 Smiley. Yeah, no, you. That's very brave of you, Jake, to come out as a Reddit guy because there are a lot of connotations that go with it.
Gets a bad rap these days.
Remember when Ken Bone was outed?
So. Rightfully so, probably.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. There's some good subreddits.
Remember when Ken Bone was outed as a Redditor, like a bad Redditor?
I mean, I'm not like I follow like my interests, like movies or like sports. I'm not a fucking.
What are
freak,
some subreddits you're throwing out there, Jakey?
Like the normal ones, or I can't look, but
no, the not normal ones. No, we don't need to know that if you're following r/movies. That's.
Let me see if I can see on the app. I'm trying to think of like the unique ones. I actually recently. Okay, here. I like Century Homes. That's a good one. It's like old houses.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Yeah, that's a cool one. I like
Fancy Dancing.
Cozy Places. Cozy Places is a good one.
Sounds nice.
That one's pretty self-explanatory. Fuck Cars. You guys know I'm a big urbanism guy. I like walkability.
Yeah, you do not like cars.
This is a pro public transit.
Yeah, he hates his cars.
Yes.
Hates his cars.
Yeah, hates his cars. Infrastructure porn. That's kind of a similar thing. It's like great infrastructure. Lost Media is pretty fun. I don't know if you guys ever have gotten into that, but it's like when someone saw something several years ago, like a commercial or an episode or something, and it like doesn't exist online anywhere, and people like search for it and they dig for it. That's
interesting.
Cool.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And I don't know. Yeah, those are like. I'm not a freak, really. I don't. There's not a lot.
That's
of
something. That's really? Exactly something that freak would say, but nevertheless.
Well,
I'm not really a freak shirt is answering.
Is prompting a lot of questions already answered by my shirt. Liam, are you a Reddit guy?
I mean, I'll use it every now and again. I don't have like. I'm not like checking it religiously for like sports updates or anything like that. Like sometimes there's cool stuff on there.
Yeah, if I got a specific question about something, I'll go to that subreddit. Like this time of year, the MLB The Show subreddit is a good place to go. If I miss like one of the updates on that, if trying to make a decision, okay, am I going to pre-order the game or not? I'm leaning towards Ramon getting my money this year. He's gonna put me in a headlock. Me being David Artsma, aka Fitz. I'm joined by WBC Pool A MVP Yu Chang, a.k.a. Liam, and we will be talking some Yu Chang later in the program. Make no mistake, you will get your time to stump for the Chang man. Also joined by Toe Update Hertz, a.k.a. Jake. Jake, how's the toe? Give us an update on it.
It hurts.
Thanks, Jake, for the update. This is Pod on Lansdowne. Happy you could join us for a very special edition of the program, the Mailbag edition. Well, a mailbag one. Our first mailbag. We've done mailbags before. I think I did when I was flying solo. I think I did a mailbag, maybe two.
We got the video we tweet with the thing has to be that clip of Pig from Back at the Barnyard. Do you know what I'm talking about? And he's like, viewer mail. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely. I mean, I know the movie Barnyard with Kevin James, right? He was the pig or the cow.
He was the cow, yeah.
That's right. So, and then I know that there was a show. I never watched the show. Are you referencing the show or the movie?
I think it's the show.
Liam, is there something up with Jake's mic?
It does. He does sound off. He doesn't sound as crisp as usual.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Jake, check your source on the mic. We're gonna do some live editing right now. In the meantime,
we're just troubleshooting.
Yeah.
That's
you know
all.
Why? Because it's my AirPods.
Jeez, Louise.
That'll do it.
That'll
do it.
We have to do.
Oh wow, that's
way better now. We have to start from the top again. We have to make pretend.
fellas.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
From the top.
So Leah, so Jake, you're into Reddit. It sounds like you're a big Reddit guy, even though it's down. But you know what?
That's
You
right.
find that, Jake. You find that viewer mail clip, and I'll consider tweeting
Yeah,
it out.
we'll use it. You'll find it.
I usually just think of the one from Blue's Clues.
We
played
just
the
got
pig?
a
We
We just got a
letter.
letter. Yeah.
I'm back.
There's some edits with the great one when Steve opens it up and it goes to Stephen A. Smith going, "I need you to shut the hell up for the immediate future." That's a good one. My cartoon reference that I was thinking of was the start of that SpongeBob episode. I forget which one it is. I think it's the imaginary box one.
Is that where he
When
pops out of the mailbox?
he goes, "Hi, mailman," and horrifies the mailman. Okay, see you later.
Or this is also funny. I actually might be combining two things in my brain, but just this image is funny. The viewer mail. I just texted it to you guys. We could just use that.
That's great because all of our listeners are definitely going to be able to get the reference that you're.
Yeah, well, they'll see it. They'll know. They'll
think
actually
I've-
know what I'm referring to.
It's
'Cause they
it's
I
click
a
like
the
pig
that. I like
saying
that. I've never
viewer mail.
seen that, but I like it.
It's
Yeah,
pretty good.
yeah,
It
it's
works.
It's pretty good.
It's a plump pig there, man. That's a Brendan Fraser pig right there. Shout out to and there goes
we
Jake.
Just lost Jake.
There you go, Jake. Jake's all banged up technologically speaking today, Liam.
It's tough. I'm sick. He's having tech issues. Fitz, what are you struggling with today?
I'm also still kind of sick. I don't know if it
you
comes through.
walking pneumonia.
Yeah,
It's
Missy
like-
Mopena thinks it's walkable pneumonia.
That's
Does she actually want to come in here? Alex!
not what you want to hear.
Alex! Do you want to come in and talk about my walkable pneumonia? Do you want to join the show and talk about my walkable pneumonia? Gonna have a special guest in here.
Oh, I
folks.
would like to ask Alex about the acoustic John Mayer concert.
Okay, well, first of all, Leah wants to know how John Mayer was.
Oh, he was amazing. He
Was they
I
like?
saw
Was
him
it
last
cool to
year,
see him?
but
Just
I think this concert might. Have
She
been
can't hear
better.
you.
yeah, that's fair.
What were you gonna ask, Liam? I'm like the translator.
I was gonna say like, how is the how long was the set? Because
How
it was
long
all
was the set?
acoustic.
Just over 2 hours. I think he did probably like 24, 25 songs.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
looked at the
God.
set list. It was pretty good.
Yeah. At one point,
That's
he was
pretty
like
sweet.
playing guitar and piano and singing at the same time. At another point, he was playing the harmonica and guitar and then like switching off singing. They're just like, this guy can do it all. He's amazing.
He does put on
Yeah,
a good
that's
show.
pretty cool.
What did he start with? What did he start with again?
Assassin.
That's a deal. That's battle studies, right?
It is, yeah.
That's a deeper
He was
cut.
pulling out all
Well,
the
that is a
different
deep
last night.
cut.
It was great.
Yeah. So are they gonna have to put me down because of walkable pneumonia? What's the deal?
Yeah, I think your days are numbered.
Yeah, Well, I give it a good run.
Yeah.
I think that's something.
The
You know,
show will
aren't
have to go
aren't
on.
all our days
You
numbered?
guys are gonna have to find another co-host.
Good point, Liam. Yeah, we'll have open tryouts for Why Not Meet My Inevitable Denies. Maybe you join.
I know,
You,
yeah.
you carry the torch.
I can be the other Mo Pena that joins the
That-
other Fitzy Mo.
That's right. All right. Well, we have to stall for Jake being out. So thank you for your input.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm back.
There we go.
I was closing
bottom line-
browser windows. I had too many windows open,
Oh.
and I closed.
Too many
ours by
subreddits
accident.
open.
Yeah.
Well, we thank you for joining the episode here. We hope you enjoy your stay, to quote the Killers there. If you like the show, we're on Twitter at PodOnLansdowne. If you have a question in the future for us, you can DM at PodOnLansdowne, or you could do what many people did prior to this episode, and we thank everybody who did do this. Give us a call to our voicemail line. Our voicemail line now is 617-420-2431. Again, 617-420-2431. We'll be checking that throughout the season. And leave us a 5-star review wherever you're listening. If you're listening to Apple, Spotify, I don't know if I'm sure Stitcher does that too. If you're a Stitcher person, if you enjoy your old Stitcher.
Actually, please come forward if you're a Stitcher. I'm
Yeah,
fascinated.
I've never
never met a soul.
Yeah, well, we're available on Stitcher if you are. You
We
could
are,
Be,
I know, yeah.
You could be like
Good
the
to
Norman
know.
Rockwell painting where you're standing up, and what's that? The freedom of
I
speech.
listen to Pod on Lansdowne.
Yeah, that's
on-
the four
on
freedoms.
Stitcher.
On yeah, I think what it's freedom of speech, freedom from want, freedom from fear, and freedom of religion. That's what FDR. I think that's what it is. The 4 freedoms.
Speech, worship. Yes. No. Yes, Fitz. Good job. Well, freedom of
Is it-
worship.
Same idea.
Yeah.
Same gist. There you go. So, yeah, the massive FDR fan man has logged on. Anyways, before we get to our
Oh my God, I have a cool
voicemail.
fun fact about FDR I learned last night.
Before we get into
the
the mailbag and anything Boston Red Sox related, I do want to hear this.
so-
How many times do you have the opportunity to perfectly segue into an FDR fun fact?
Yeah, I was watching this thing about it's like this series on history about like underground, like stuff underground in cities, and I was watching the New York one, and I guess there's a secret tunnel and train tracks that lead to under the Waldorf Astoria Hotel, which is like a couple blocks from Grand Central. They tunneled and built this for FDR so that he could hide his polio, and there was like a special elevator and everything, like where he could like be in a limo that was underground, and then the elevator was big enough for the limo, and he would like come up and then like exit on street level, so that he never had to be seen
in the public
like,
eye.
Yeah,
yeah,
they did go to great lengths to
wheelchair.
hide that. That is true.
Yeah.
That is the thing.
Imagine
that
a
happened.
guy trying to hide having polio now these days.
Today, oh my, Trump
Yeah.
with polio.
Nobody's had worse polio
Not to
than
laugh,
me.
but-
Believe me.
No, wait,
It's the worst case
Nobody
stuff.
gets it anymore, right? Is it chill?
There's a vaccine for it.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Jonas
Pretty much
Salk, right,
erratic.
Liam? Was that the guy who invented the vaccine for polio?
Yeah, so we can laugh. We can laugh.
Who?
Jonas Salk, I think it was. Who
Sure.
invented the vaccine?
Jonas Jerebko, Celtic legend.
Absolutely. Yeah, coming off the bench, giving you some valuable minutes. You can
I'm
use
looking
him
it
right
up.
now.
He's an American
Jesus.
virologist who developed one of the first successful polio vaccines. You nailed it again, Fitz.
And it was free, right?
Look at me.
He didn't copyright it.
Yeah, he didn't patent it. So
Patent it. That's what I meant.
Man of
Same
honor.
difference.
absolutely. So yeah, it would cost $400 today if we were even lucky if he didn't patent it, or if he did patent it rather, but he did not. So you know what? Shout out to Jonas Salk.
This one goes out
Yeah,
to
that's-
Jonas.
Honorary Pawn on Lansdowne fan of the day, Jonas Salk.
Yes.
Pawn on Lansdowne talks about the Boston Red Sox, and the Boston Red Sox are currently in the middle of spring training. The Boston Red Sox are also currently in the middle of a horrible losing streak in spring training. They've been very cold, fellas, over the last couple days. So my first question is, it's time to blow it all up, correct? It's Jover. Are we all on the same page?
I've actually been thinking about this, and I have something I want to say. I'm so sick of spring training already. I think. And
this is what I've said the last. Thank you. I'm over it. Let's get to the real stuff now. Come on.
Yeah,
like we're close.
you know, and I know
but-
that comparatively, it's like the same length as the NFL preseason. But like the NHL, they play 4 preseason games. That's it, and then they go, and then they're ready. That's good. Why can't we be
There
more
really
like
only
that?
needs to be like 2 weeks of games.
Yeah, there does. What do you learn? You know, there's nothing real that you gain from all these games. Like
It's just
you
getting
could
reps,
do all
you
of-
know.
Yeah, like nothing matters that happens in spring training other than like guys blowing their arms out. That's the only thing that has like a lasting effect. Like even if
Nothing matters
he
unless you
mashes-
need Tommy John surgery. Then it really
Yeah,
matters.
Even if a guy mashes in spring training, he hits 400 with 10 bombs or something. It's like, okay, well, he's facing guys in fucking single A for half of that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
the
matter.
Sam Travis special.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I'm so tired. Just, and then,
Yeah,
and I know
I'll-
it's like, it's these people's jobs to like write all these think pieces about shit, but it's not, it's like, come on now.
Well, there's some. First of all, before we move on to this point, I have to bring this up. Sam Travis looks like the guy in the opening scene of *Inglourious Bastards*. The guy who's holding the like Shoshana and
Oh
the rest
my-
of the
he
Dreyfuses.
really does.
Looks,
Yeah.
maybe we should tweet that picture out. Looks exactly like him.
Oh yeah, that guy's a great actor. Great performance.
I mean that, and I could go
Yeah,
on
that opening scene is
for
great.
hours about that first scene. That's
But yeah,
Tarantino's best
I
movie, by the way,
will-
but Liam.
I'll give it to you guys straight. I haven't watched probably a single inning since the WBC started.
There
so-
we go. Yeah, I mean,
I think
I've had more
outside
attention
of
towards
outside of
WBC.
Tapia and like Chris Sale, and I know Pavetta looked good today. Duval hit his first home run finally.
That's nice.
Sure.
That's really all I got for you update wise.
And we'll talk WBC for sure. There's some things to discuss on that front. I did want to bring up in terms of the Red Sox for spring training, though. It is nice to see Miguel Blaze starting to get some play in the.
Is that how you say it?
in
Is
the
that
lineup.
confirmed how you say
I
it?
looked it up
Blaze or
and
Blaze?
I've looked it up a
It's
couple times.
blaze like a fire.
Blaze.
Blazed.
So-
That's a
We're gonna
soft.
find out together right now. Miguel. Everything I saw was saying Miguel Blaze. Now
I watched the highlight of his opposite field hit off McDonald's
yeah.
Manoah, but
Yeah.
couldn't
Remember
tell
when
you
Manoa,
great,
what.
great off Manoa.
Remember when Manoa like shit talked the Red Sox for striking Bobby Dahlbeck out?
Yeah.
As if that was some sort of an accomplishment.
Do you remember he said before the playoffs last year, like pressure is something you put in your tires? Like no,
Yeah, that's
you put air in your
that's pretty
tires.
hard though. Oh well, yeah, that's true.
Pronunciation according to SoxProspects.com, which is a trusted source. Blais, Blaze.
Blais. Okay, got it.
There you go.
Blay.
Good to know.
Again, exciting prospect though, Miguel.
I mean,
Yeah, they've
people are saying
got
he's not
him,
going to be up
they've
for
got
like
him
2
listed as
years, so
As a
we've
2026
got time to learn his name.
arrival, I choose to deny that. I'm saying 25. He's up, middle of the
I
year.
think that's fair. I mean, that's probably going to be the first full-time year for Marcelo as well.
Yeah, Blaze. He'll get the old West Coast road trip special in about third week of July, second week of July.
September call
And
up
that's
in
it.
24.
And then
Yeah,
he'll
you'll
be
have to
up.
stay up late for that one.
And then our top 5 will be I don't know, Blice. Wait, fuck. What
Blaze.
is it? Blaze?
Maybe it is Blaze, and we're going to get yelled at. It's Blaze, though.
Blaze, Meyer, Casas, Devers, Yoshida.
Apologies if we still get it wrong. Actually, it's Johnson, guys. That's what someone tells us that. Apologies in advance.
Now.
It's Blaze, though. But no, that's going to be... The future is coming, folks. It's going to be great.
The
Again,
26 team is going to be fun. I'll say that much.
hopefully
25 teams. No, 25. That's what we said. It's
24.
Well,
I'll
I guess
raise you
by
24.
extension, the 26.
You know what?
I guess by
I'll
extension,
say
the
it.
26 team will also be fun. But
I'll be brave enough to say it. The 23 team.
That's right.
oh
Yeah.
Whoa!
You know, sorry. I had to be the one to say it.
it.
By the time we really hit the ground running in 25, this podcast will have, I don't know, about half a million
Millions
followers,
of
right?
listeners.
Exactly. So, we'll both be hitting our come up at the same time, the Red Sox in this very show. So, but no, it was nice to get a little glimpse into the future there. Blaze said he likes to model his game after Ronald Acuna Jr. He said that the other day.
I couldn't tell with the yellow
I'll take it.
cleats and the knee guard and all that stuff.
Right, yeah, the kind of like the upward kind of like how he holds the bat up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, doesn't look like Acuna whatsoever. Does not come off that way. Hey man, if he plays like Acuna, he could do whatever he wants. He can wear whatever, shin guards,
Take
sleeves,
it all
gloves,
day.
you name it. Exactly. So again, it was nice to glimpse into the future there, and I wanted to bring that up. Even if we're getting sick of spring training, I know I am. I just want the real thing because we are so close. Want to answer some questions, folks?
Let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
That's it. All right. So
Get in
again,
there.
got some DMs. Mainly got voicemails. People took advantage of the voicemail line, but we got some DMs as well. Thank you again to everyone who submitted some food for thought here on this mailbag edition of Pod on Lansdowne. Want to start here with a voicemail question. Very first voicemail question that we got. So you get first crack at it here. Take it away. Just make a note of it. So this one is the players
The
whose names
alphabet?
all began with the same letter. What team who would win? So like M would have Pedro Martinez, and the usual bada who would win there.
I'm well prepared for this one. I have Baseball Reference up.
Look at you go there.
Yeah.
One instantly jumped out to me, and I don't know if you guys would agree off the bat. One jumped out, and I haven't heard a convincing argument in my brain for any other letter. To me, it's clearly the letter J. Easily J.
Yeah, Jeter, Reggie Jackson, Randy Johnson.
All the Johnsons and Jacksons,
Chipper
Jeter at
Jones.
short, Jones,
Yeah.
Chipper at third. I think
Walter
J
Andrew
is
Jones,
clear.
center field.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, let go around the diamond. Danny Jansen as your catcher, obviously has to be Danny Jansen.
You got Chipper Jones at third.
Yep. Jeter at short, even though I wish it was a Larkin, but I digress.
Yeah, that's wow. I don't even really have a rebuttal here.
Any other
Yeah,
ones that you could possibly...
Jay's pretty good. Bo Jackson, you could put in the outfield.
Bo.
Jackson, Reggie Jackson.
I mean, the one we got in the voicemail, M. Like M is loaded. regardless.
Yep.
Like the example was Martinez.
Tito
Like,
Willie
Pedro,
Mays,
just
Stan Musial,
M could give a run for the
Mantle.
money.
Joe
yeah,
Morgan.
Mickey Mantle, Greg Maddox.
Mm,
This is
M-
pretty
There's
good
a
too.
lot of good
Joe
ones.
Morgan. Joe
Mm.
Morgan.
Let's see what else we got.
Maybe
P is
I'm
a pretty
hearing
good
M.
one.
Maybe I'm hearing M. I'm listening.
William
I'm hearing
Pena.
P,
Mike
P
Messina.
has Pujols, Piazza, Jim Palmer, Kirby Puckett, Satchel Paige.
Jim Palmer, underrated ace. Satchel
He's
Paige,
got like
obviously.
3 Cy Youngs, doesn't he?
Yeah, I believe so. 2 or 3.
S is another good one. Scherzer, Spawn, Tom Seaver.
I think it's
M is loaded.
I think I'm still going to lean J a bit because that opens, I mean, all your Jacksons and Johnsons, like that opens up a ton. I'm sure you could build some bench depth with that alone.
I'll tell you guys what's I can't believe we haven't mentioned it yet. The letter X.
X, who would be? I almost said Xavier
there is
Nady,
li-
but no,
there's
that's
literally-
an N.
There's literally one player listed on Baseball Reference with a last name that starts with X.
I
name
feel like
is
a recent player.
Leo Vigildo.
Become Leo Vigildo. What did he
I don't
play?
even know how to pronounce his last name.
Where's
He
the
debuted
X?
in 1945.
Wait.
His
What
last
did you
name's
just say
like-
his name was?
Where's the X? Is
Well,
at the
that's his
start of his
first
name.
It's like Zequez. Zequez. It's
Okay.
XIQ.
How do you spell? Wait. Let me look the guy up. Let me pull him up mine.
He played
Spell
from
it?
1944 to 1947.
Oh, I found him. Oh, look at this character.
Is there one letter where it's like, okay, we have this one
This was
really,
definitely
really
a
great player,
Negro
but a
League
bunch
player,
of scrubs.
right? Yeah, it was. Oh, he's Cuban. Okay. It's probably Zeque because of that accent.
That makes sense. So
It's a silent S.
sorry, Leo.
Zeke,
Sorry, I
or
butchered your name.
Zeke. Leah. Yeah.
Shout out Leo.
Yeah.
I think my top 3 finishers in this tournament would
Left
be the letter
fielder.
U,
He was
the letter S, and the letter A, I believe.
Oh, you know what's another good one? G. Griffey, Gwynn, Gibson, Guerrero, Gehrig.
Giambi.
Yeah, G's kind of
Jason and Jeremy. May Jeremy rest in peace.
What?
That's a really good question. Jeremy Giambi died.
Yeah, it's true.
Did he really?
Mm-hmm. It's like a year or 2 ago.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Do you think he was pissed off that he was like immortalized as being like a dumb, stupid idiot because of Moneyball?
Well, I don't know about him, but there's who's the name of the manager? Art-
Philip
Oh,
Seymour Hoffman.
Well, that was the actor, but
I don't know.
the real life manager. I forgot his name off the top. Was it Art something?
Yeah, let me.
Art something or other?
Art Howe.
Art Howe.
Art
Yeah.
Howe. He was not happy about his portrayal in Moneyball.
Yeah, I
I
imagine.
do
Notably.
remember that.
He was like, I didn't really like butt heads at all with Billy Bean. Like, we didn't really interact that much. He wasn't all like this hands on in the clubhouse. You know what I mean? Everyone
He
thinks I'm
wanted
the asshole.
Pena at first. He wanted Pena at first.
That's all. That's
It's
all.
easy to play first base, right, Liam?
Yeah, it's incredibly hard.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna say, you fucked it up. He saved himself there. So good question there. Good question on the base.
Yeah. Jay. It's Jay.
I'm sticking
I'm
with
taking M or
sticking with
G.
J. M or G.
Okay.
G sliding in there at the end.
M or G. Yeah.
Sound off in the comments below. Smash that thumbs up button. Let us know what
The
you
three
think.
of us. All right. Wait. I'll take M, or I'll take J. Liam,
I brought
you're
up
taking-
J the first. Stealing
You're
my.
taking G.
I was gonna take J. What? I'll take M then. If you're gonna steal my.
Well,
G.
after
I'll
the
take-
episode,
I'll
I
take
want to
J.
go in and actually like form
Build a
my
lineup?
starting 9. Yeah, and we could see whose team is the best.
Could be a good graphic to tweet out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get cooking in the lab there. Next up, we got a backyard baseball question by a man by the name of Tim. Marking it there. Backyard baseball.
Let me know when you're.
If you have to come to the current Red Sox team, compare the current Red Sox team to backyard baseball original characters, or MLB players in general, hear your thoughts. I think for me, Kike Hernandez screams Tony Del Vecchio. I'll hang up and listen. Great question. Kike as Tony Del Vecchio is a fantastic choice. I think clearly. I think that makes a ton of sense. And I'm also, I'm going to institute a no Pablo rule here, folks. No Pablo Sanchez.
Fitz,
That's the one that
Fitz, can I
everybody
speak
knows.
my truth? Can I speak my truth?
Oh, you didn't play backyard baseball, did you?
Not a
Jake.
second of it.
Jake.
I'm also
Yeah.
gonna side with Jake here. I'm not
No!
familiar with the characters outside of Pablo.
God.
Yeah, I don't know a single character outside of Pop.
Ah.
I have the Backyard Sports wiki pulled up.
Yeah, right. Name a person. You know what? This
think
actually
it-
might be a good exercise. Jake fucking agent himself there. Ooh, I'm a Zoomer. I didn't play backyard sports. Get out
All
of
I know
here.
is
No,
that
actually, I did the
there was like
I did the
Griffey was
reverse
in
of
there,
aging
Mark
myself.
McGuire was in there. Like I don't really remember.
It just went by me. I was playing like Mario sports games. I don't think I ever.
Those were great.
I was a Superstar Baseball. I was a Super Strikers. I was
Fantastic
I never-
game. Super Strikers, another great game.
Yeah, this went by
Toadstool
me. And
Tour.
I never. Sorry, never got into it. Sorry if
That's
that
tough.
offends.
That's tough. Liam,
Yeah.
why don't you rattle off let's try this. Rattle off like 3 to 5 of those backyard sports characters. I will give you a description of what they're like because I played way too many backyard.
I don't
sports
get
games
it.
in
Do
my
they have
heyday.
like personalities?
Yes, yeah. They're like it's there are certain
Can
players
you
like
romance them?
they're children. You can't ship them. No,
Oh,
they're
excuse
children.
me.
Yeah.
They're children. Jesus.
Can you be
Well, yeah,
friends? Like,
not
can you build friendship?
yeah, and then like so there are
Who
these
am I,
two.
Craig Teed?
There are two.
What? I was kidding.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah,
Someone was gonna say it.
That's gonna be a great beep.
yeah. You're,
Did
yeah.
you see the doctor was getting canceled today too?
Who's the doc? Oh yeah. When he said the F word, right? Yeah, that's crazy.
Such a
Sox
strange
Twitter is
week on-
burning itself to the ground.
Yeah.
We need opening
People
game
are at
day
each
here.
other's throats.
Jake's like, why are you beeping me? I'm not the asshole here.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. Well, no.
All right, let me give you- let me-
I actually am curious. Jokes aside, I am curious.
So
is
so,
it
like,
is
you-
it more than just the baseball? Like,
yeah, there was
are you
football. There
hanging
was
out
hockey.
with these cats?
There was
No,
basketball.
I mean, like in the game. I mean, like in backyard.
Oh
baseball.
no! I mean, these are like early 2000 point and click computer games. You know,
So
it wasn't
how
like
do you
an
know?
in-depth.
How do you know anything about these bozos?
They give bios, like you can like click on them and they'll like talk about themselves. And there are certain attribute bonuses that you get depending on the situation. So there's this one player, Maria Luna, who loves the color pink. If you customize your team to wear all pink, she goes into God mode. There are these two twin sisters, Ashley and Cindy Weber. If they play on the same team, they lift each other up. However, Kike Hernandez there is Tony Del Vecchio, as the voicemail said. Tony has a sister named Angela Del Vecchio. If they're on the same team, they bash heads.
clash?
They're sibling. They clash, so their attributes
Trouble in the
go down.
clubhouse.
Exactly.
Okay.
There's
Mario Baseball had a similar thing. You know, if you put like Yoshi and Birdo.
yeah, the
next to
chemistry
each other.
system, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
God,
Let me give you some
I'm
names.
starting to get
Fitz.
it.
Like,
Let's
let's hear
get
some
it.
names.
Breaking news. Colts are trading Stephon Gilmore to the Cowboys. How interesting.
Ooh, him and Diggs in that secondary. Doesn't really prompt a skibbity, I don't think, but that still
No.
interesting.
Yeah.
Take your ass over to Pat's pulpit. All right, pal. All right, that's Pat's pulpit's that way. Okay. This is for now still over the monster, but Liam, let's hear some backyard baseball names. I'll describe like what their whole deal is, and then from there you can kind of come to a conclusion about who they are in Major League
Give
Baseball.
me
Fitz will
give me
give their
Ahmed
character
Khan.
biography.
Okay, Ahmed Khan, one of the more underrated power bats in the game. He's probably got like an 8 or 9 in terms of power. Everybody talks about Pablo being this great hitter. Ahmed's a fantastic hitter. He has a little brother
Pablo's like
named
the smallest of the bunch. I'm looking at
He's
him
a
like
secret
listed
weapon.
here.
That was the whole point. Can't judge a book by its cover. So Ahmed Khan, really big power bat. He's slow. His whole deal is that he loves rock and roll music. He always wears huge headphones. He's always like jamming out. His brother is a drummer. He's a guitar player.
Is that
he hits
Amir Khan?
Amir is the little brother who is a drummer. Ahmed is the big brother. He plays guitar. For me, he's one of the quintessential backyard kids to have onto your team. He hits the shit out of
Fitz,
the
how
ball.
many kids are there? Just
Probably about 30 kids, and then
Yeah, there's 30.
after a
God.
little bit they started having the pros in there. By the way, one of my claims to fame is that I can name every single pro in Backyard Baseball 03. That's not going to make the show here because that's going to take too much time, but I will do it off camera. And both of you could testify that I'd be able to do it. Anyways, rock and roll guy hits a bunch of tanks. To me, that sounds like Pete Alonso. That's probably Ahmed Khan.
Okay, interesting.
I would hide Ahmed over at first because he probably can't field all that well.
How about Dmitry Petrovic?
Huge nerd. I want to give him a huge swirly. I think he low-key has some wheels. He may have only been fast in backyard football. But kind of like a average run-of-the-mill fucking nerd who's not all that great at anything. So big fucking nerd who's okay at baseball.
Okay. What about Gretchen Hasselhoff?
Gretchen Hasselhoff, wicked hyper. She jumps around a lot. Kind of a slap hitter, has a little bit of wheels. Maybe another Met, maybe like Jeff McNeil.
I thought you were going to say something derogatory there when you held on the SL.
No.
You held on sl for a while. I was like, oh
no,
my God.
No. Again, they're
In
children.
a children's game?
She's a big
No.
slut.
Liam
Okay,
just
Liam said it.
out and said it. There we go.
Oh, hey.
Oh my
The
God.
Robert Downey Jr. meme. He was going to say slut. So yeah, maybe like a Gretchen Hasselhoff. Maybe like a David Fletcher is not.
Gretchen, that's
like,
a great
too
name.
charismatic.
That's an A
Gretchen
grade
Hasselhoff.
name.
That's
Gretchen
right.
Hasselhoff.
You got Stephanie Morgan, who is obsessed with baseball, wants to be the shortstop all the time, but is a little overrated. So she fits into the Derek Jeter mold. So there's a couple comps for you there.
Let me give you one. I'll give you one more. Fitz.
One more.
Billie Jean Blackwood.
Billie Jean Blackwood,
Oh, fuck,
tall drink of
that's
water.
so good.
That's a great name.
I never
That's such a
picked
good
Billie
name.
Jean Blackwood. She doesn't really stand out as much of it. She may have been like a good pitcher, but I never really picked her. So I guess
It's a big league name.
I guess Bobby Dahlbeck. There you go.
Great.
Damn.
Got a DM here
alas.
from a John. Got John here sending in a question. First time, long time. If you could add any current historic Red Sox player to the current lineup to make a playoff push, who would it be?
I feel like this is so easy.
It's Ted Williams.
Oh, I was going Nomar.
I was
Oh,
also.
you
gonna say
can put him at short.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could, yeah.
And
Nomar at short.
Kike slides back into the outfield. It's perfect.
like.
I guess that
we
makes
get
sense,
one
yeah.
year. We get like 1997 Nomar.
Mm.
Or what year was he like
pre-wrist injury?
stupid? What year was he
Oh, yeah.
stupid
I'll
at
pull it up.
baseball?
98 may have been that. I was just thinking like the
98?
best hitter in baseball history. I feel like you
Yeah.
would be able to find a way
Well, no,
to
I mean
put
that's
Ted Williams into the lineup.
it's a little easy.
So,
Yeah, that's a little
so
too
90.
easy. Fair enough.
his
Oh, two-
90 his 99 and
Jeez.
2000 seasons were insane.
Yeah, he was
What are we talking
special.
here?
He had 372 in 2000.
He wasn't injured that year, was he?
How was he only ninth for the MVP hitting? I mean, I know it was the steroid era, but Jesus Christ.
There was some weird voting in like the mid to late 90s, early 2000s. What was the year? A-Rod hit like something like 60 home runs or something like that, or like 55.
Well, he was only Nomar
Crazy.
was fifth in WAR.
And he hit like 340. A-Rod did with the Mariners one year, and I think he came in like 7th place in the MVP voting. It was ridiculous. Also, the one that people I'm sure are
these
thinking of
voters
the fact
sucked.
that the fact that Pudge Rodriguez got MVP over Pedro. I believe what
Was that
2000.
99?
Pedro,
2000 it was Giambi.
So 99.
which
that
is
probably got
even
one.
worse.
Like,
God rest his soul. Oh no, that's
No, that was
Oh,
Jason.
yeah.
Jason is
Yeah.
still with us as far as I know. Jeremy, may he rest in peace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's insane.
God, Nomar was special, huh? He was my first favorite player. I was Nomar
Yeah,
for
but-
Halloween once.
I guess I'd have to go like Nomar or Manny because like the outfield
Manny
could
was-
use some pop.
That's why I said Ted Williams.
Yeah.
Smart.
Or move someone to DH there if you didn't like the fielding.
Could do Bobby Dorr. Need a second baseman or like peak Pedroia.
Prime Pedroia.
2008 Dustin Pedroia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be special. That'd be special.
He was special.
Yeah, I mean it's probably a middle infielder. I think that's
Jimmy
what I'm-
Fox,
That's like
back
the
when he was
most
a catcher.
glaring.
Jimmy Fox, you could cheese and put him behind the dish. He played some
Exactly.
catcher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not a bad move.
he's a good hitter.
I mean, or you
Orlando
could just say
Cabrera.
Fisk.
You could put Orlando Cabrera.
I
up
mean,
the
yeah,
middle,
yeah,
of
Liam.
course.
I was about to say Fisk at catcher would be nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Or
not like
Tech. Hitter.
Jimmy Fox was the best catcher in Red Sox history. But it's not like that's the case.
You know, you could.
I wonder if there's any other catcher
Just
we
give me
can
those.
think
Just
of.
give me those big bats. I don't care about defense.
I don't,
Doug
yeah.
Mirabelli, of course, if you're going to be talking catchers.
Yeah, Doug.
Dougie's
Dougie's
going
deep
deep
tonight.
tonight. Yep. Oh man, that's great. That's such an old
None of us
piece
said a
literature.
pitcher, which is crazy. I feel like I'm all right.
Yeah,
with the
I
rotation.
was gonna say like 2,000 Pedro would be pretty good right now.
Yeah.
I think the question mentioned specifically the lineup, so
Okay.
go with that. If it was pitching based, then no fucking question, it's Pedro Martinez at his peak. That's the best that anyone, for my money, has ever pitched ever.
I think I would
2013 Clay
selfishly-
Buckles.
First half Clay
Liam,
Buchholz, yeah.
selfishly, I would just say 2013 Koji because I miss him.
Oh, for sure. Automatic.
People forget that he literally had the best relief season in the history of baseball.
And he
was
wasn't
special.
even the closer until like June 1st.
Yeah.
Was it
was
Joel Hanrahan for a little bit before?
was Joel Hanrahan, then it was Andrew Bailey. Taz was briefly closer for like 2 games, and he blew 2 saves. So then they made it Koji.
There was like a game in Detroit that kind of like sealed it. That Koji was the closer, if I remember right.
I miss him so much.
What a time. What a time to be alive. That was such a fun fucking run. Another voicemail coming up. This is we should have done
Voicemail.
this one. Yeah, mail time. We should have done this third in the order, but we're doing it fourth. Let's hear it anyways. Your third least favorite Red Sox player.
Oh, I'm in for okay. All right, let me know.
Interesting question. Good thought experiment. Your third least favorite.
First you need to establish 1 and 2.
You're
1 and 2. Which
So
would be
really, by asking this, they've asked who are our 3 least favorite.
Gee, that's louder than
gosh.
usual, Liam.
No, sorry guys.
How about
That's
that?
intense.
Well, don't worry, they're blown by. Going
hope
first
everyone's okay.
responders.
Yeah, so 3 least favorite Red Sox. Who would they be?
Well,
With
Pablo's
the emphasis
number
on the
one.
third.
Oh, this all time?
I was thinking all time.
Yeah, I was
Are we-
thinking all time too.
Oh gosh, okay.
Just this team. We could do just this team. I feel like that would make it easier.
Well, Brazier's
Maybe.
one on this team.
Yeah.
Brazier might be the only guy I really dislike on this roster.
Yeah, they'll just like.
I couldn't
any of the other
tell you
guys.
Well,
anybody
Duran.
else really.
I have a
Duran,
personal
Dahlbeck.
hatred. dislike.
Well, yeah. You have
I don't
reason to
hate
really
Bobby
not like Duran.
Dahlbeck.
No,
He
I
just
don't hate
stinks.
Bobby either. It's okay.
He's just bad at
he's
his
just
job.
not good at baseball. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean
Brazier and
Pablo.
Duran-
I'd say Pablo 1.
Pablo's an easy one.
Carl Crawford.
I feel nothing with Carl Crawford.
Oh, it pissed me off how he would shit talk us all the time after he left.
He
Like,
did
dude,
like
you
years
suck.
Oh, I
later,
forgot
too.
about
Like,
that.
What's our
give it a
problem?
rest.
Oh yeah, okay, Carl Crawford too. I'll tell you who I hate. So here's my theory. I'll tell you. I mean, I just can't stand him from baseball in general, and the fact that he played for the Red Sox makes me sick. Here's my answer for third. Fuck AJ Przinsky. Ugh,
Oh, that guy does suck.
I can't stand that guy. AJ
Oh,
Przinsky.
well, I hate Smoltz more than Przinsky. If we're
Oh,
doing, like,
Smoltz.
Oh,
I
that's
forgot
a
Smoltz.
broad
09.
and he played
That's
for
right.
the Sox.
He was dog shit for the Sox. He was horrible.
That's
He's
right.
ass.
That's right.
And then he went to the what was it? The Cardinals
I think
after?
Smoltz is a noticeably worse broadcaster than Przinsky.
No,
Brzezinski's
Przinsky likes-
fine on the call.
I don't know if
Yeah,
Smoltz
he's-
likes baseball.
Yeah,
He does.
that's what I'm saying. Przinsky, I actually don't hate when he does games. Like he's good enough.
He was just a douchebag.
Smoltz
on the
Smoltz
field.
is literally Hitler.
Okay. Well, let's not. Okay.
Baseball Hitler.
Smoltz, Hitler, Sandoval, Mussolini.
Yeah, I was gonna say 6 degrees. 6 degrees of baseball Hitler. We'll run that back.
Smoltz, yeah, he's the fucking worst, and he's by all accounts not a great guy either. So
I don't know about that, but all Smoltz does is like, I like golf and I hate the analytics. The analytics said to do it. I don't like it. The analytics. I'm like, do you know what the analytics are, Mr. Smoltz? Like, do you even know what they're looking into?
did you see that tweet last night where it was this data analyst guy? I don't know what his actual job is, but he used to provide Smoltz and his broadcasts with data, and Smoltz Group never requested Statcast data because he didn't understand it, and he didn't understand it because it always said he was wrong.
I did not see that.
Yeah.
Dear God.
It's really not. I'm not even trying to sound pretentious or like, ooh, harder Tony, I'm smarter than you. There's some stuff that you have to get into the weeds to fully sort of grasp, but there are other
yeah.
parts of StatCast that is not hard to understand
It's
whatsoever.
like elementary.
X
Like
Woba,
exit
like
velocity, exit
Yeah,
how fast
yeah.
something goes. It's
X Woba.
literally, yeah.
I saw one last night where, like, I guess in the first inning of the USA game, he was saying, like, USA, like, the exit velocity hadn't been anything crazy, but then, like, you pulled up Savant, and everything they were hitting was, like, over 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
They're not really hitting
Yeah,
the ball
he's a
hard.
big,
but-
squaring
he's a big
everything
stupid
up,
idiot.
just getting unlucky.
Yeah.
Like X-Woba, like, yeah, it's alphabet soup, you know what I mean? It's just a ton of acronyms, and that's kind of intimidating at first, but once you sort of explain that, hey, all X-Woba is, it just takes, like, the quality of contact, how hard it was hit, the launch angle. You take stuff like that into account, and it's expected, it tries to give you an idea of, how often you're supposed to be getting on base based on the quality of contact that you have. It's sort of, that's a roundabout, very rudimentary way to explain what that is. But once you have that understanding, it's really not all that hard to interpret. It really isn't. And if you haven't taken a dive into analytics and stuff like that, let this be maybe an introductory point. Don't be like John Smoltz. Try to expand your horizons. It's a new way to sort of interpret the game that we all love. And I think it would be well worth your time to not be like that, to not be a curmudgeon old man such as Smoltz. Jake, you give a good argument for Smoltz there. I might have to consider bumping him into
Smoltz.
3.
I think my
Smoltz is a good
final Crawford, Smoltz. Oh gosh, maybe
Brzezinski
Jake
was such a
Diekman.
tool, though. Oh yeah. Poor Diekman.
Hey, Reese
Really, it
McGuire,
wasn't even
though,
for a full
so-
season. You just
No,
really
I
did not like him that much.
Fucking hated it. I couldn't stand watching him come.
And
in.
look,
It was
Brazier's
devastating.
pissing me off now. I can't fully get on the fuck Brazier train just because
Flags
of how
fly
good
forever.
he was in 18. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
appreciate him for that. I just don't want him on this team. So
Yeah.
there's that.
So there you go.
All right, I knew these questions were going to come in. Let's just get out of the fucking way. The 2013 Game 2 ALCS.
Hell yeah.
Double dip there. Those are two of my friends. I should have known. And what's scary is that they weren't in communication with this. They weren't in cahoots as far as I know. But they called
did it.
within like 10 minutes of each other. Like it'd say like something went off, in the back of their mind subconsciously that they had to give me shit for not going to Game 2 of the 2013 ALCS. I've told that story on this show before, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah. You.
Yeah,
have.
that's part of the Pod on Lansdowne lore now. For those who are new, because I probably mentioned this before, we did the jump to Over the Monster, Monsters of Socks now. But basically, was invited to go to the Game 2 of the 2013 ALCS in high school. I was a senior in high school. If tickets were $100, I had like $149.99. Couldn't make it work. 7 innings go by. Red Sox can't get anything going offensively. I'm like, oh damn, maybe I made the right choice. I'd be fucking miserable right now. History happens. I don't see the Grand Slam. I don't see the Saltamakia walk off. I get shit on for this decision probably once a week on average, which doesn't sound like a lot, but coming up on a decade now of this, to hear it once a week,
That's a lot of weeks.
I should have come to expect this. So I'm not joking when I say that's the worst mistake I've ever made in my entire life. I'm lucky enough to have a life where that is my biggest mistake,
That's
my
pretty
biggest
good.
fumble.
That's pretty good.
So at the
Well, Liam,
end of
you
the
you
day,
can answer where we were. I was thinking, this question.
Oh,
was for
that's
Fitz,
true.
But, where were you?
were
Liam?
you at the
I
game?
was in my college dorm, my freshman college dorm, our like group room. We had
Go
a big
Blue Hens.
TV. We were watching it. I think I was doing like math homework on my laptop when Ortiz hit the grand
Nerd.
slam.
What a fucking nerd.
I think
You
it
not
was
gonna
like a
watch
Sun-
the game with the fellas and a nice cold beer? Huh?
I think it was like a Sunday night. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm watching in the room with everybody, and when it happened, like I screamed real loud and
quiet
jumped
hours.
out of my chair, and the RA yelled at me after the fact. She said, "Do not do that again."
I would scream even louder at the RA.
That's my game. That's my game too.
I'll
I've
kill
kind of
God
been
right now,
depressing.
lady. I'm not concerned about you. David Ortiz is going to the
I was-
fucking Hall of Fame because of this.
I was home, and everybody else in the house was asleep, and I think I was eating like mac and cheese, and I was just sitting in the kitchen, and the game was
Were you gonna-
because I had kind of, you know, that thing where like your team goes down and you don't check out, but you watch it less intently. You know, like it was on and I was still watching it, but I had like gone to, I was eating something and I was like scrolling on my phone or whatever, and then it was
Oh, I was watching intently. I was just sulking in misery.
Was
because-
the Iggy fumble, was that the Victorino home run behind second base?
No, that
I
was-
want to say it was.
Yeah, I know. That's what I think too.
Yeah, 'cause,
well,
like,
regardless, whatever
'cause
the
Gomes
hit
let off the
before,
little
the hit that
double.
loaded the bases, that I was like, oh. And then I was watching intently that at bat.
Yeah, I would hope so. Fuck the mac and cheese.
And yeah, that was it.
It is
I
super
woke
funny
everybody
that Salty's walk off gets overlooked by that. Nobody ever
Yeah.
talks about it, but hey,
Yeah.
Salty was the one who won it, so really he should be in the Hall of Fame, if you ask me.
I agree. All right.
Yeah, so the Iglesias error
Yeah.
was not game 2. So
Okay.
cross my wires.
All right. What's
there,
next,
but-
Fitz? What is next?
Yeah, let's move on from this horrible memory. No, it was a great memory of mine, of course. I mean, that was
But I
unbelievable.
can't believe we're coming up on 10 years. That's-
Right?
Fitz,
Ugh.
you know, if you were there, it could have gone. It would have gone down differently.
Yeah,
maybe.
it would
Yeah,
have.
I wouldn't want to go back in time. So you're welcome, basically. I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to go back in time and have the butterfly effect where.
Where
you
were
know,
they sitting, Fitz? Where were they sitting?
I
You know?
think like right field grandstands or so.
Okay,
maybe
maybe
even standing
maybe
room.
Joaquin Benoit. Maybe he caught a glimpse of you when he was warming up. You know, and he was like, maybe I won't throw that pitch.
Look at that
Maybe
ugly
you never
kid.
know.
Yeah,
he
he
said,
said,
maybe I'm
well,
not going to
stereotypical.
Maybe I won't throw a pitch that doesn't move and is moving 90 miles per hour down the heart.
Maybe
of
I
the
won't.
plate to
Maybe
one
I
of the
won't put
greatest
it in Poppy's
hitters of all
happy
time.
zone. Maybe Poppy won't be literally looking for this exact pitch, as he explained once. He was like, "Yeah, Benoit got me on this pitch a little while back, so I knew he was going to throw it again, the cutter
Yeah.
in, I think it was, and he was sitting on it, and he got it first pitch." So David Ortiz, he was cool, wasn't he?
Yeah, great guy.
I thought it was
Yeah,
pretty
pretty cool. Yeah, good
I thought
guy.
it was pretty groovy.
Good guy.
Shout out to Nate for this one. Next question on the voicemail. 4720, just make a note.
What was this one?
This is the fire sale.
Files, if things go to
Oh,
shit,
yes, of course.
we'll be flipping everybody out for for prospects. Thanks for the question there. If this goes poorly, I mean, the way that the team is constructed, it is conducive to flipping some guys on short-term deals if this all goes belly up.
It's all 2-year deals, though, isn't it?
Well, was Jansen 3 or 2?
2.
Ooh, Jansen might have been. Ooh, I'm gonna
Typical
No,
pot
it's
on
2.
Lansdowne
It's 2.
right there. Very prepared.
I'm certain it's 2. No, but all the I don't. I mean, how many guys do they have on 1 year? Sure, trade them, but I think most of the signings
Yeah, I
were
think it's 2 years.
or one with an option,
Yeah,
or like
that Turner
and I
was
think they'll
2.
want to do the same exact thing next year. So I don't know how much you really.
And it's
can
not
tell if
impossible to
things go
move
south.
off of that money, even if there's 1 year left on the contract. It's just
No,
it's
no, I'm
just
just
going to
saying
fetch
it's like
less
then
of a
you're in the-
return.
Then but I'm also saying like
Actually, no, I take that. Wouldn't that fetch more of a return? Because you get
yes,
the
it
extra
would.
year of
It would.
control.
But
I
I'm saying
cross my
for
wires
the Red
there.
Sox. I'm saying for the Red Sox, they're not going to intentionally tank next year too. So like, for example, Kenley. Somebody could offer you a lot for Kenley in August this year, but it's like you're not. Then you need a closer.
It would have to be a
in
pretty
the
big
offseason.
ransom.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So like
Someone like
a little,
Turner, I
maybe?
could see if Turner's doing okay, but the team's not doing that well. Turner's no spring chicken. I could see him getting flipped there. Jansen seems like he's a part of something bigger for the bullpen over the next couple of years. Hopefully, when you get back into the swing of contending. So someone like a Turner, someone like a Duvall, I could see those guys getting flipped, even if it's just for some organizational depth pieces and to get their money off the books. But some other guys, again, like a Jansen, I would see them holding on to Jansen before those other guys. Again, it all depends on how they play.
A Chris
of course.
Martin. A Chris Martin.
Yeah, that's
No.
like I feel like that's
No,
easy to
they're
flip.
not going to trade him. No, that's the franchise player. Can't let him go.
Right. Of course.
So
Was he 38?
So to
Yes.
answer your question,
yes.
kind of, maybe.
Yeah. To answer your
I think-
question, it's hard to say.
It's hard to say.
It's truly
I
hard
mean,
to say.
I guess that's the good and bad. It's like we talked about it earlier, like 25 and 26 are kind of what we're shooting for. Like if everything goes great,
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll
the
talk
next
to
2
you then.
years,
Next 2 years,
awesome.
Yeah, whatever.
But if the next 2 years don't go great, it's kind of easy to hit reset just based off the guys they've added. So
Yeah, no real albatross of a contract.
Yeah.
And again, it's not like the team couldn't swallow an albatross of a contract, or albatross, not albatross.
Well, if
Kind of
Yoshi,
a
sucks.
Mayor Menino moment there, calling it an Alcatraz around my neck, right?
If Yoshi sucks, that's kind of. I mean, I don't think he will, but that's like a decent sized contract. That's it though.
Could be a mini Alcatraz around your neck.
Yeah, is
he
mini albatross an oxymoron? Kind of, right?
yeah, I would think so.
sort of.
What's their wingspan? Like, I'm gonna pull it up.
Bit big.
An albatross?
Yeah.
What's their wingspan?
Why is that like
bird watching on
why is
Lansdowne.
why is an albatross what like
Goes around your
Like
neck. I would imagine that's pretty annoying.
8 to 11 feet. From
Yeah, I
tip
don't
to
want that
tip.
around
they
my
go
neck.
around your neck?
That's the saying, an albatross around my neck.
I've never heard that one, but
I've never heard that either.
That's
Are you from
an albatross.
the
It's an
17th
idiom.
century? What do you?
A characteristic, possession, associate, or previous deed that hinders one's ability to succeed. An
Have you ever
albatross
said
around
that,
my
or
neck.
has someone said that to you?
Yes, I've heard that. So again, that's the Mayor Menino. Right, Mayor Menino once, the mayor of Boston, once said, "I have an
Mumbles.
Alcatraz." Mumbles, Menino. Thank you for coming. We're gonna have a parade on Saturday. He used to say, "I have an." He said once, "I have an Alcatraz around my neck." He used to have all those fuck ups all the time. He was talking about the great moments in Boston sports history, and he mentioned the game-winning field goal against the Rams in the Super Bowl, and he referenced Veritek splitting the uprights.
Oh, that one I know.
that's a classic.
Yeah.
That's a
Hey,
classic.
those
that's
moments
I know that.
moments were ionic. He also said that. My favorite. I want to pull up the exact wording of this. I don't want to, paraphrase this one. This is so fucking good. Mayor Menino,
God rest him. God rest his soul.
may he rest in peace, much like a cookie. October 2004. I can't even say it with a straight face. Should I do the Mumbles voice or just say it with a regular straight
Just
face?
say it. Just say it. Just say it. Just say it.
Much like a cookie, I predict the Yankee dynasty will crumble, and the results will be delicious for Red Sox fans.
That's
That's
great.
a good
That's
one.
a great line.
That's a good one.
Much like a cookie. Oh, man. Shout
God
out
rest
Mumbles.
his soul, though.
That's right. That's right. So, all right, let's find this next
Oh,
voicemail here.
Tarantino just announced his next movie.
Really?
Ooh, what's it called?
Yeah.
Let's go. It's called,
It
it's
is
the trials and
called-
trials and tribulations of Mumbles Menino. That's what it's about.
It's called The Movie Critic is the name of the script. Logline details are being kept in a suitcase, but sources describe the story as being set in late 1970s LA with a female lead.
I wonder if it's going to be a love letter to his favorite movies of years past. The movies that raised him. I wonder if Tarantino is going to do something along those lines.
I wonder if he'll do an actress he's worked with before, or.
Or not. Yeah, right? What if, who's that? What's the name of the
Oh,
wolf
I actually
in,
was being serious. I was thinking of like who could be his lead. I mean,
I thought you were
the
doing
only
tongue-in-cheek
woman-
there. I thought you were continuing the bit.
Like Margot, she didn't really have
That was
much
the first
to do
one that came to mind.
in
but-
Once Upon a Time.
No, I was thinking like you meant like Harvey Keitel. I think that's his name.
Yeah, we love Harvey.
Says it takes 30 minutes. I'll be there in 10. And that says like 9 minutes and 37 seconds later. That's a great little reference. But no, shout out Tarantino. And shout out Mayor Menino. Let's find this next podcast or voicemail here for the podcast. Comes in from Zach. And 5411. This one says, how's it feel to be canceled? Zach, I gotta be honest with you, man. Feels good to be canceled. Feels freeing. Now we don't have to.
We're the bad boys of Red Sox podcast.
Yeah, now
it
George.
took long enough.
Yeah, George Soros doesn't have to control us anymore. Feels good to be canceled. For those who missed it, some account on Twitter I think they were called Atlas Baseball. I think they were called. So
Yeah.
shout out to them, I guess. But yeah, they did not understand why we retweeted a mega baseball jersey with.
It was Webster.
Yeah, we
Yeah, it
retweeted
was.
from Webster from Not Another Sox podcast. Shout out to them. Shout out to Webster, all the boys there. It said, like, here's my redesign for the USA World Baseball Classic jerseys. And, you know, it says, it's like beers in the back and Trump wearing sunglasses being like, you know, making liberals cry again, hammering beers, or whatever the fuck it said, right? And it said MAGA over the front. And this account was like, I don't get retweeting this to your followers. Like, what? Does this not polarize your audience? Huh? Like,
I love how like Webster didn't really get pulled into it. It was just all us.
yeah.
Yeah,
let's
he
just
made
let
the
him
fucking
post it.
thing. Yeah.
Right?
He was like, oh, like Trumpers, like this is such a tired bit. Like branding 101.
Disagree on it being a tired bit. No, we will always poke fun there. But it's like, God, man, like it's the situation. Like, do I have to explain the joke? It's annoying, but you know, dealing with that. I'll tell you what, Liam. That was during the Arsenal game. That when that whole thing went down.
Oh yeah.
If Arsenal were losing there, I would have
gone in on him.
I would have pulled his IP. I'm joking. I'm joking. Clearly, I have to notify this individual when I'm being sarcastic. But yeah, Arsenal was up 3-0. It was a nice little Wonderland win for the Gunners there. So I was in a much happier mood. It could have been real bad on Saturday or Sunday. When did Arsenal play?
It was Sunday, wasn't it?
It was Sunday, right? Yeah, it took me a second. Man City played Saturday. Fucking Crystal Palace blew that one. So
Sorry, we lost to Bournemouth, so it's all good.
yeah, imagine losing to Bournemouth. Yeah, couldn't be me.
After we beat United, 7-0. Whatever.
Yeah, thanks for that. That was fun. That was real cool. We got you guys coming up in a couple weeks, I think. I think we go to
So
Anfield.
we play City. I don't know. I think at the beginning of April at like 7:30. Which
Do
I
me
fucking
a
hate.
favor and win that game. Then lose the
Sorry,
Arsenal game.
they never play well when it's the 12:30 kickoff. Never. That was the
Who's
Bournemouth game.
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Was it? Yeah.
Liverpool. If it's the earliest kickoff, they won't play well.
You know, I learned something recently in England. From like 3:00 on a Saturday to a 5:30, it's illegal to broadcast any soccer games.
Yeah.
On a Saturday?
I heard that.
They don't air it. And there are a ton of games that kick off during that time. It was like an older rule being like, oh, we can't be watching football. It's too unproductive. So we can't televise it, from 3:00 to 5:30, whatever the time is. I think they call it like the 5:00 ban or something like that. But that is a thing over in England. I don't know the specifics off the top of my head, but it's a really weird...
Well, what a bunch of weirdos.
Considering how crazy they are about the game. Imagine that. Like, imagine in the middle of July, and from 1 to 4 on a Saturday afternoon, you just...
No baseball.
Nesson was just playing reruns of, Bruins games, right? Because they couldn't...
Charlie Moore.
Oh, God, yeah. Dining playbook.
That's what
yeah.
it would be.
Yeah,
Love
huge
that
game.
dirty water TV.
Ow!
We gotta bring it back.
Yes, yeah. We have that clip stashed away somewhere. Got to put it back into the rotation. Yeah.
Steven Tyler, maybe not a great guy, so maybe not. I don't know.
Is he not a good guy?
Not like we don't post clips of Donald Trump every day, so actually never mind.
Yeah, right.
It's satire. It's satire.
Yeah,
it's a bit.
right.
It's a bit.
Is Steven Tyler not a good guy?
No, I think he did like child rape or something.
Jesus Christ.
Huh.
Yeah.
Hey Fitz, why did the moron throw his clock out the window?
Richard Clark.
Reminded him of Richard Clark, the man who knife raped his
My
wife.
God.
Almighty.
Oh no.
Fucking Norm.
Love Norm. Love him forever. Beautiful man.
Reminds me of that tragedy.
I didn't even know he
He
was sick.
truly was the best.
Steven Tyler didn't get me those super stretch limo access to get to the concert when I went on Rock and Roller Coaster. So,
Ow!
Jake,
I'm
Jake,
gonna
whenever he
start
takes
doing
it,
that whenever I say something crass that you have to bleep out.
That's what it should be now. It's
Can that be our new
Jake-
bleep sound? Yeah. Can you?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, just the Stephen. Ow! Yeah, I think
so
we gotta
good.
do it. Let me make a note of that. Stephen Tyler. Ow!
Oh my
Is the
god.
new bleep. Okay. And the thing is, there's a
It'd
couple
be so
bleeps.
funny if it was like a full sentence you have to bleep out.
Oh yeah, there'll be bleeps. There'll be bleeps before this that they'll have to wait for the context of why it's now Steve.
Yeah, there's gonna be multiple ows in there. If it's a really long
that's
one,
terrific.
Liam, we could just do the full clip. This is Steven Tyler. I love that dirty water
Just
cheese.
cut into it abruptly.
If it gets even longer, we get like the Adam
Ow.
Sandler part in there. He's like, I love dirty water TV. Abby Doobie. Jake with an infected toe whenever he takes a step. Ow!
Ow! It's true.
We got a DM here, folks. It's not all voicemails on this episode. We got a DM from friend of the program, Dan. He says, in case I didn't miss the cutoff, he did not miss the cutoff, so we have this in there. If you guys were to have a fantasy baseball team, what would you name your team? I got put into a third league currently, so it's time to get creative with names. Dan, I'm glad you asked. Because for
I
me,
suck at these.
I have my answer.
Okay, go ahead.
Liam, what's yours? You
It's not original, but Key Biden Hayes
yeah,
or Team Top Giolito.
from the TikToks there, the AI generated ones.
Exactly.
There was a pretty good one the other day. The president's going to Disney World. It made me chuckle. George W. Bush was like, I got a churro. Anyways, Team Biden Hayes, that was a bar in that video. My dynasty baseball team name is Mo Money Mo Pena, referencing, of course,
Yeah, that's
Willie Mo
good.
Pena
That's a good one.
and the hit song Mo Money Mo Problems. I feel like fantasy football has more of these puns in there, but you could get creative with some baseball ones. Fantasy baseball team.
Maybe-
names.
They're always like good ones with very crass, but Pujols. They were always
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Good names there.
Ooh, if you're a Star Wars fan,
Casas definitely has like "Kiss My Casas"
Casas.
or something like that.
baby, you could drive my Casas, like Casas, anything. Is there anything there?
Swing and a miss.
Keep trying.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. 30% swing wing right for the kid. Like, instead of Kiki, do you love me?
Raphael
Kiki,
Kike,
do you love me?
Yeah. Well, that sucks, but I'm sure people
Kike
have used
Palmer's
that.
Kike Palmer's wearing my jeans potentially. Remember my jeans? Remember that YouTube like shitty? It was like in the same vein as like Friday by Rebecca Black. Remember my jeans?
It was Kiki Palmer?
One of the lines in the song is Kiki Palmer's wearing my jeans. No, Kiki Palmer did not sing the song, but Kiki Palmer was wearing the jeans.
Well, I love Kiki Palmer.
Ha 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 ha! Jack my swag. Anything? No, doesn't.
True Jackson VP.
That's right.
I'm gonna be frank. I have nothing for that. I'm so bad at fantasy names. Everybody just uses ones that people do. Like there's like a list of puns. And people
Yoshida,
brag
you
for
have a
that.
ton of Yoshi-based ones. You could do like Yoshi's Island, right?
Yo,
Oh, that's a
Yoshi's
good one.
Island's good.
Great course.
How
Jake,
sick?
you were right,
how
by the
sick
way.
would it be? How fucking sick would it be if Yoshida was a football player and he was like a cornerback? Wouldn't that be sick?
Ooh, Yoshi's Island. Legit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Riva's Island.
He's not though. He's actually a baseball player and he plays left field. So that
Yeah.
Hey, if he makes it like
so
a
that,
really good
that
diving
hypothetical is
catch,
actually useless. But
if
you
he
know.
played really good defense, you could.
You
call
get
left
like
field.
Doogie. You get some Doogie in there. I will say though, like
teach me how to doogie.
teach me how to Doogie. There you go. That's a pretty good one.
That's awful.
Right?
Okay.
No, I liked it.
All right. all right.
This is a good one. I googled fantasy baseball team names. Someone did for Miguel Cabrera, the Miggy Chlorians.
Oh God.
Pretty good if you like your Star Wars. Here's something I will say though, Dan, and take this as a word of warning. I made this mistake once, probably like late middle school, early high school. You will get peer pressured into picking the player that your team name is based off of if this is a redraft league. If this is a dynasty league and like you're holding guys forever, you know that you have, say, Ronald Acuna on your team. You could do like a Ronald McDonald sort of deal in there. I don't know. That's just an idea. But you know he's on the team no matter what. If you have a Tatis one in there, you could make a Tatis sort of pun based on Fernando. If it's a redraft league where everyone starts fresh, you don't know who's on your team, and you name your team based off of Devers, for example, you better make damn sure you get Devers. Which is to say, don't name your team before the draft if it's a redraft sort of a league. I remember in a football league, again, way back in the day, this is the example I was talking about. I named my team one year as a joke, the Hillis Have Eyes, based off of Peyton Hillis. I was peer pressured into taking Peyton
NFL
Hillis way too
cover,
early.
Madden cover athlete.
I think this was the Madden cover
Don't let him
year.
forget.
Right?
Well,
I think
it
this
certainly wasn't another year because
it was after he was really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did not win my fantasy league that year. So take it from me. Draft your team. Let it come to you. Look through your roster. You'll find a pun in there based off of that. Based off of a player name. I'm confident.
And if you can't, come on back. Send another message, and we'll do a real
try
hard
again.
brainstorming session for you.
Yeah, if you give us the list here, if you give us, what did Bill Parcells say? Like, if you want me to make the meal, you have to buy me the ingredients. You know, so
Yeah.
send some ingredients over our
Sure.
way. You know, a little salt and pepper. You know, some diced onions and whatnot, and we'll make you a nice little stew. Sound good?
Baby, you
Sound
got
good.
a stew going.
Babe, you got stew, yeah, Carl Weathers. Got to go over to Burger King. You know it's free refills. All right, I think this is the last one coming up here. Last one, and save the best for last. Don't show the people who don't like the politics talk this next one.
Right.
This is the Trump DeSantis factions of the Red
This
Sox.
one's tough. This one's tough, actually. I spent a
agree.
couple minutes racking the brain on which ways I think guys would swing.
Because there will
Well,
be
I'll just
people
start off. I
who
think
on the
Duran is
team.
a DeSantis. I think Duran's a DeSantis guy.
You think Duran is DeSantis?
Yes.
I would have picked him as a Trumper.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I take it back. Chris Sale, though, Floridian.
Yeah, if he leans that way, I know he's a lefty on the mound. Who's to say what he is off of it?
Well, he
but
did. I mean, he didn't take the vaccine, so I think we have a pretty good idea.
I think that's HIPAA. All right, I'll have you know.
That's HIPAA. You're
Mr.
right.
Wallinger.
Excuse me. That is HIPAA. Pardon.
But yeah, he just supports. Chris Sale seems like the guy. Like, I don't care about the politics. I just know he's from Florida, and I'm from Florida, so I'm going to support him. I'm going to support
Yeah.
the real boy from Florida.
Is anybody else from Florida?
Arroyo is right.
It's gotta be.
Isn't Arroyo?
That's
Arroyo's actually from Minnesota. Fitz.
Oh, okay. Cutter Crawford, absolutely DeSantis.
Well, there you go.
Oh, that sounds right.
Yeah, Arroyo's from Florida.
Yeah.
Well, he was at least born in Florida. He went to high school in Florida as well. So there you go.
Yeah, you know what? Now that I think that's it. I think
Just so we're clear, Trump's going to fucking wash DeSantis in the primaries.
yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
I'm excited for it.
DeSantis has no juice. He has no charisma. He has no say. He tries so hard to
we should do a
like,
watch party at the
to do.
cask.
Oh yeah, the GOP debates. We should
Oh, that'd go crazy.
take a shot
Like
every time.
Smiley.
Every time they say woke, take a shot. Jake will be taking off his shirt, streaking down the street before the first commercial break.
Are we
That's what's
woke?
gonna happen.
Is our podcast woke?
It makes you think.
I like to think we are. We're woke.
I like to think we are too.
Did you see what was the poll that recently came out? I'm paraphrasing and I don't have the specific details in front of me, but there's a poll that came out that said like most Americans actually have a positive connotation with the word woke.
Yeah,
And
it's like
I did see that
it's like
one.
65% of Americans think woke is good.
so
Yeah,
for years,
that's
this has been the
Associate
whole
it with like compassion.
this has been the whole calling card of the GOP. We're gonna bang on the no woke. Go, hey, if you go woke, you go broke, baby. And people are actually like, oh no, we actually find it okay when people recognize that racism is bad. Actually,
My favorite thing with
considering others.
woke is like when it's used in place of like it's like a verb, noun, and adjective somehow. Like it's like
It's like the word fuck. Fuck is everything.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
you can use it wherever. Like it's like you could say like, oh, he's being woke, or you could be like, I'm trying to think of like it's when they use it as nouns. It's crazy. It's like, you know, the fuck. Somebody help. I'm thinking of
Well,
like
you're thinking of it.
I was watching.
I feel you were getting ready to say it as like an adjective, so not a noun, but
No, I was watching DeSantis. There was a thing on the news this morning, and it was him. It's like where woke comes to die. Like that's not even.
oh, okay, yeah.
Like Florida is where woke comes to die. Which
These words are not in the Bible.
Or it's just funny. They use it wherever.
My favorite thing
It's
about
just
it
this.
is
It's this catch-all.
Whatever
It doesn't mean
it's
anything.
whatever you want it to be.
yeah.
Yeah.
The outrage du jour. My favorite is when they use it for things that are historically the farthest thing from woke. Yeah. The woke banks. Yeah, because that's
Oh, that was so good.
yeah. That's certainly
We
something.
should start
that-
using woke. Like
Yeah,
we
the,
should
the
take
banks
back
were
woke.
too gay. Sorry, guys.
We should take
should
back
take-
woke.
Yeah, I don't hate that idea.
Take
yeah,
back
yeah.
the word. Hashtag take back the word.
Historically progressive institution that is the American banking system. Yeah, you got that right.
Nailed
Should we
it.
throw it in our bio like the most woke Red
Red Sox podcast. Oh
Hey,
man.
nobody else has claimed it, so
Yeah. But yeah. So that's DeSantis, evil guy, but no juice. Big dumb idiot, and he has a really awful.
Trump's
dumb,
gonna
stupid
play him like a
voice.
fucking yo-yo, like on
I
the
think
stage.
the thing. Also, he Fitz. You probably never mind. I'll hold in that one. You have enough editing to do.
Ow!
Well, I'll edit that out. 'cause that was just- Hold on.
Yeah.
Is that the
111, look at
epitaph, Jake?
Yeah, it is. You like it?
Yeah, I do like it. Looks nice.
I
But
wore
how
it
does
for the
that there for the
Oscars
people?
because like the arts, you know.
Makes sense. Is it fitted? Or you
This
got the
this was
adjustable?
a 1919 game played at the Polo Grounds where the actors on Broadway played film actors, and these were the thespians.
Oh, that's very cool.
Who won that game?
I don't know, but I like the hat.
Quickly, who's the like one or two actors that you'd want in your lineup?
Well,
Who's the one
Costner,
slugger
of
you
course.
want? Who's that?
Costner.
Okay, well, okay. I'm not going to count him because he was like an actual. Didn't he play Cal State Fullerton? He doesn't count.
Okay.
Brendan Gleeson cleaning up.
Oh,
Good old
wow.
classic slugger. Right?
Yeah.
Just make sure he has all 10 fingers. That's the only thing.
Well, I'll
But-
take Colin Farrell then. I think he's a speedster.
Give me give me Tom Hanks as Colonel. What's his face? He's my
Tom
cleanup
Parker.
He's my manager.
Yeah.
He's.
He's
We
he's
didn't
in the
talk
dugout.
Oscars at all, but
That's my skill.
okay.
Yeah, Jake. Yeah, you had some thoughts about the Oscars, pal. Let's hear them. I'm sure you loved the outcomes of everything.
You
that
want to
happened,
give my little
especially.
soliloquy?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Well, I'm not going to listen to you because I beat both of you in the Oscars pool. So you know,
you didn't
I know
win
the
either.
most about cinema. So I came in the worst
I
spot there. I came in
just,
fourth place. I came out of the money, but still like good enough that I could have won. That's
You got
such a tease.
you got bragging rights. That's all.
Nah, yeah, but I'd rather come in dead fucking last than fourth place, man. Fourth is an awful place to finish.
You
Continue,
ain't first,
Jake.
you're last.
True.
I just was really sad that Banshees got shut out. I thought it was an amazing movie. It really stuck with me. It was one of my favorite movies I've seen in the last few years. I think literally all four of the acting noms or winners are probably wrong. I think Kihei Kwan is the least egregious of them. That one I could hear, but the other three are like, I think people got caught up in. They're all like moment Oscars. I don't think they're actually the best performance in any of them. Any of the movies. What else?
Well, you loved
Yeah.
Everything Everywhere All at Once. You were a big.
I
fan of
did.
that
Yeah,
movie.
it was really great. No, I didn't hate the movie, but it's not. It's not that good. So.
Oh, I didn't.
It's definitely not a.
Well, I didn't
I
see it.
didn't-
So.
my book.
I didn't know who the Daniels were until Sunday. And,
Oh, I
and
fucking
I
hate the
I
white-
see them
So
everywhere
for a
now,
while-
and I
yeah.
can't stand them. I hate.
For
I
a
hate
while,
the way
I
they
thought I
look.
hated both Daniels, But I realized on Oscar Sunday, I only hate the white one. 'Cause he's the freak. The Asian Daniel seems like a cool guy, and he's like pretty personable, and he's like funny in interviews and stuff. The white guy is like an actual, like he creeps me out, legitimately. Yeah. So
They
that's
both
what
make
I
me
learned on
uncomfortable.
Sunday.
All their photos together are just strange. That's all I'll say on the matter.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Not even not a fan.
Yeah, I did beat every. Again, the one thing I'm happy about. Well, first of all, the big outrage that I have is that apparently that was just a random donkey. It wasn't actually Jenny the wee donkey.
Yeah,
on
that's
stage.
bullshit.
It's true.
Bullshit.
Yeah, so fuck that. Fucking Jimmy Kimmel and his lies.
They tricked our boy Colin.
So actually have three things. Second of all, I'm sick of Jimmy Kimmel. I'm just sick of him.
Oh,
I'm just go like. Enough,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, I could take him or leave him. They should let Billy Crystal do it one more time.
Billy Crystal was very good at it. I love Billy Crystal.
I don't understand the allure of Jimmy Kimmel.
I don't get the appeal.
I've never understood it.
He made like 10 Oscar slap jokes, man. Like it was mention it once. It would be weird if you didn't mention it from last year. But then just like stop. Like at one point he was like, if you disagree with it, keep your hands to yourself. I'm like, okay, that's like your fourth one already, man. Like we've been doing this for a half hour. Give it the fuck up, Jimmy.
It's all he
It was
had.
a big deal.
It's all he
Fitz.
had.
It was a big deal.
Goes up to fucking Malala, and asks her, did Harry Styles spit on Chris Pine? Malala got shot in the head by the fucking Taliban, and now she's being asked that. Like, come on, dude.
This was worse.
You think that's bad? Remember the time I was with Jimmy Kimmel at the Oscars? Shout out Malala.
Why was she there? Did she have like a?
She was produced.
Did
She
she
produced
produce
one of the
something?
documentary
Okay, that's
pictures.
what
I don't know
I
if it was
That's
the
what I
full one
thought.
or the short ones, but she was involved in the production of one of the documentary features. So that's why
I'm gonna
she's
try
there.
and be a seat filler next year.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be a great bit. Should we try to do that? Should we get
Sure.
That'd be good. That's good off-season content.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
go for it. I'll be there,
we
so.
did a thing, guys.
Well, if I can't be a seat filler, I will. I might just try and sneak in. I hear people do it like every year. If you just like wear a tux and know like one person, you can like get fake credentials.
Well, that's so many things. You just have to make pretend that you belong.
You, just,
Act
you
like
have
you
to.
belong
You
there.
have to. Yeah, you look like you. Yeah. That's well, actually,
You know, and you know what that literally is? That's called acting. So there you go.
That's acting.
You'd fit right in.
And this is
it's
Pod on
improv.
Lansdowne.
And this has been Pot on Lansdowne. Do we want to talk a little World Baseball Classic? Is there anything to talk
I
about?
was just gonna say, what are you guys' thoughts on Team USA? Because I was totally, everything's over.
I think the
after
pitching
Mexico
fucking
game.
sucks. I don't think
And
they can win.
Lance Lynn is
They
my
can
ace.
outslug teams.
I mean, can they though? It took them their third try to hit a baseball.
What?
Their group is really weird.
Are you mean against
Third
Britain?
game.
Third game. They put
Yeah,
up.
so,
They
like,
put up 11 against
where it
Great
break
Britain.
out.
What are you talking about? They put up 5 against Mexico. Like that's not an insignificant
5.
amount of runs.
But it's a team of Hall of Famers. 5.
5's. You know how hard it is to fucking play base. 5's not a bad amount of runs against a good team, Mexico. Yeah, when you give up 11, it doesn't look as good. But again, that has nothing to do with the lineup. That's fucking Nick Martinez and company.
Okay.
Yeah, the pitching's awful.
You're right.
But
Yeah, it is awful. That's what I'm saying.
If they-
It's really bad.
if they hit, they'll be okay. But I was a little worried after that Mexico game, especially like they weren't very convincing against Great Britain either. Let's be honest.
Yeah, early on, again, that's Adam Wainwright throwing 85, topping out 85.
You keep saying early on. How long is the tournament, Fitz? It's like a week and a half.
There's
isn't
only
it?
one more group.
When you're
There's only
talking
one more group game.
When you're talking about literally the first game, Jake, yes, that's early on.
All right, sorry. I mean, you're early
one
on.
of-
They've got,
one of
what,
how many?
2 days to figure it out.
Yeah. So. Anyway, so, how about Cuba getting out of the group as the top dog?
I'm shocked.
What about Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico.
Little perfect game action?
That's my favorite. I think that actually is my favorite Trumpism.
No, there's
I think
no way
it's-
that's the best.
No, I get
It-
chills. I get chills
it's-
from that clip.
It's pretty good. Should I clip that in there so people know what
Yeah,
I'm talking about?
it's the way it doesn't even sound like English. Like he tries to do a Spanish accent.
It's
Obviously,
with
but
an
it's like,
accent, yeah.
it's like Puerto Rico. He doesn't even say Rico. He like swallows instead. It's crazy. It's a crazy clip.
Sure to get more of that. So, all right, is that all we got?
So
Yeah,
got
good hour
Canada just
20,
beat
that's
Colombia.
It's actually more than an hour 20 because those voicemails are gonna play. So.
Where we also got about 15 ows to insert.
Ow!
All right, so for Jake, for Liam, for Yu Chang, Group A MVP. Shout out to him.
Right, that's our boy.
Yeah.
I'm Fitz. You've been you. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for taking some time to submit a question. If you did, we'll do this again at some point if people like it, and I think people will. That was a fun little exercise to kind of break up, spring training
The
and whatnot.
monotony.
Exactly. Get some. Get the people involved. That's what it's all about. So, again, thanks so much for listening. As always, we will see you next week. Go Sox. Obey mother.
Obey mother.
I was going to say, is no one else going to do obey mother?
Obey
I just
mother.
did it. I just did it for you. Well, no,
It took
that
you a
was
couple
sad,
seconds.
man.
Took Liam even longer.
Go Sox, baby. Ow!
Obey mother. I can't get over the fucking ow. Obey mother.